Nah, we'll deal with this bitch. What is it? Alright, I'm on show. I'll see you. Oh, don't forget.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down throw, Darnold. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore on a touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like what?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Kelly. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a second down. To the air again, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. Now Kelly. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on fourth and very short. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Powers through. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Darnold to throw again. They've got his man, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to set
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, that'll be complete to Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Darnold completes it, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Darnold. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And this is Cook with a grab. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Allen. Able to fight through one tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold from the gun. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Push him back. Both to Mike. Mike's both. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Kelly. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he gets it down to the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First down, here's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TV.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight reel.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Wilson now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look, and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Gets through and now an opening. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. These two teams all tied after one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jabril Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Oh, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Burrow on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This to Jarwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
The whole game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not from him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
you're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Big 13.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Mixon with a 1st down and more. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Prescott looks to throw on first. And now here's another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth quarter lead. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's our time. It's our time. 57's the mic.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott letting one fly deep for and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
7 yards, the pick up there. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one complete once again to Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Burrow will throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
The NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And off we go from Denver. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20. But not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Wentz going to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, Wentz. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Second down and goal. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Time to go, night, night.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
2nd and 8 at the Colts 37-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
58, right over the ball. Mike, 58, right there. I'm on. And 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete to Hilton. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's got it to Hilton. That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
deep, tighten up.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Hines. Runs over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox from 21 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
What's tight? Tight is right. Tight is right.
Now Bridgewater.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Colts 26, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Second and 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure, and they got to him again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's get this.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. To throw is Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're... And a big loss here as he's taken down. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this 1st half.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
That's how the defense scores.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.